What's going on, guys? Your boy Boxing Truth over Tradition. In this video, I will be exposing the LDBC Lions Den boxing community. I will be exposing one of the leaders of the LDBC. I've listened to this guy for years, and the hypocrisy with the LDBC has grown over the years. And pretty much according to this guy at 78 Sports TV, if you take a listen to the audio from 78 Sports TV, if we take exactly what he says when it comes to Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, he's pretty much telling us that Errol Spence is using that same blueprint to duck Terence Crawford. Now, I want you guys to take a listen before commenting.
What these dudes keep trying to push a narrative that somehow Wilder is ducking Anthony Joshua. Like, bro, like honestly, don't nobody give a fuck what you dudes think no more. Seriously, bro. Like, you dudes can't even fix y'all mouth to even talk about ducking. All the justification y'all have done for Anthony Joshua not fighting Deontay Wilder, we came on here talking about the fight. Wilder versus Joshua. The fight need to happen next. You motherfuckers was the first ones the conversation to about being about some money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to talk about some motherfucking money and all this other goofy ass shit and who deserve what Wilder don't deserve and what AJ's done in only 20 fights and what AJ sells out and the numbers and the money. That was y'all conversation. That wasn't our conversation. We came to fight. You know what I'm saying? We came with them hands. That's what we want to talk about. Y'all want to talk about all this other shit. You know what I mean? Well, he should just take this. He's not worth it. I made it about that. Those are facts, right? Now that the shit has shifted, okay? Everything y'all said about Deontay Wilder, he ain't got no fan base, he ain't got this and he ain't got that, and don't nobody know who he is. All of that shit has shifted in the course of a year. Now you motherfuckers is begging for Wilder to come over and give AJ some attention. Fuck Anthony Joshua, bro. Fuck Joshua, fuck Eddie Hearn. Nobody got time for this stupid shit, bro. I got emotionally invested. We want to see that fight, AJ versus Wilder, and we was justified in wanting to see that fight. We came in with a pure intentions and pure heart, just to see the best fight the best. You motherfuckers didn't want to see the fight. Y'all made up all the excuses, crying and shit. And, the Americans are hating on AJ. They're jealous of AJ's success. We ain't even talking about your bitch ass no more. And you dudes still keep the fuck wrong with y'all, man. Get the fuck off our nuts, bro. Get the fuck off our nuts. Shit's ridiculous how you...
There you go, guys. One of the leaders of the LDBC, Lions Den boxing community, just gave you the exact same scenario, but with different fighters, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. The exact same scenario. What they were saying in favor of Deontay Wilder. This is the same situation with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. The exact same situation. But what's different in this situation, just a little difference, is actually a big difference, but these guys don't want to mention it. But I'll go ahead and mention it. The biggest difference from Terence Crawford and Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, the biggest difference is Errol Spence has not done enough. He's only been a champion one time. He only held one belt in his entire career. The guy is 29 years old. Terence Crawford is 31 years old. They're 2 years apart. Crawford has went to 3 weight divisions, 1 belts in 3 weight division. But somehow when you listen to these LDBC idiots and these fans that try to defend these guys, you'll think Errol Spence has 1 belts in 3 weight division. You'll think Errol Spence has become undisputed champion when you listen to these guys talk about Errol Spence. These guys talk like Errol Spence is actually the A-side. How is he the A-side? He hasn't done anything. Is he considered the pound for pound best fighter in the world? If we ask anybody right now, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, who's pound for pound the best fighter in the world? Who's number one on the list? Everybody's going to say Terence Crawford. Why? Because Terence Crawford has done so much for the sport. 2-time lineal champion. Unified champion in 2 different weight classes. 3 weight division champion. Fighter of the year. SB Fighter of the Year. How many more leaps and boundaries would you guys continue to put in front of this man? He's already getting it from the boxing world, and he's getting, and you guys, the so-called LDBC that support all your African American fighters, are discrediting this man because he's a threat to Errol Spence Jr., who is a PBC fighter. Okay, guys, let me just tell you the truth. LDBC is an organization controlled by the PBC. The PBC runs the LDBC. That's why they only focus on PBC fighters. It's not a race thing. It's because they're funded by the PBC. But you guys are so ignorant to know that the PBC funds these guys. That's why they only focus on PBC fighters. Or they somehow just a little bit talk about other fighters that's not with PBC when they're not a threat to one of their PBC fighters. Just check their track record. When Devin Haney went to the zone, they abandoned Devin Haney. Check their track record. They abandoned Devin Haney when he went to the zone. Who else? They abandoned Devin Haney. They're going to abandon Jaron Ennis next. Jaron Ennis is about to go to the zone. Watch how they turn on Jaron Ennis so fast. You can't trust these LDBC guys. They push their own narrative. Their own narrative that they're told to say by the PBC. They're not their own man. The PBC tells these guys what to say. And as you can see, one of the biggest members in the LDBC just flat out told you the same situation, the same excuse, the same thing he's saying for Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua is what we were saying. Is what we are saying for Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford should get 50-50 versus Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is the one talking about money. Just like Anthony Joshua was talking about money, right? Anthony Joshua was saying he gets the bigger numbers. Errol Spence is saying he gets the bigger number. When Errol Spence, it's not even that known. Errol Spence only recently got known when he fought Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence, everybody knew Errol Spence for fighting Kell Brook. Kell Brook isn't really that much of a famous boxer because he's over there in the UK. He's not internationally known like that. Errol Spence got his name from fighting Mikey Garcia, a small guy moving up 2 weight classes. When Crawford fought Gamboa, he wasn't moving up 2 weight classes. But those guys don't want to talk about that. The LDBC doesn't want to talk about that. I want you guys to go back and listen to the leader of the LDBC, what he said. Every excuse that he used for Deontay Wilder is the same thing that we're saying for Terence Crawford. Everything he said is what we're saying. We want to see the best versus the best. These guys are protecting Errol Spence Jr. And 78 Sports TV just told you the same situation, vice versa, for 2 different fighters. Now, I hope you guys can see the light. See these guys for what they really are. When a fighter isn't a threat to their favorite fighter, they'll praise him. But when he is, they'll find every excuse in the book to use it and contradict. There you have it, guys. 78 Sports. TV himself told you the exact same arguments we make for Bud Crawford, he made it for Deontay Wilder. These guys continue to contradict themselves. We must hold these LDBC guys accountable. And you, their fans who are being deceived, you need to wake up to the truth. Now I'm going to play the entire video when Errol Spence and Terence Crawford met. Errol Spence, Mr. Easy Route. He said he wants to take the easy route, but you fanboys never mention it. The guy himself, out of his mouth, said he wants to take the easy route. So that means Terence Crawford is too difficult for him. Crawford said, I'm not on the menu, right? They didn't mention Terence Crawford, did it? He said, nah. Al Heyman didn't mention Terence Crawford. I want Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and Manny Pacquiao. Errol Spence even predicted that he was going to fight Mikey Garcia. And this was a couple years ago. No, this was 2018. November 2018, he told us. He said, Al Heyman told me that I'm going to fight Mikey Garcia, then I'm going to fight Sean Porter, then I'm going to fight the winner of Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao. He said that himself. So these guys know this stuff ahead of time before they even step into that ring. They know who they're going to fight. Al Heyman planned out Errol Spence Jr. career. You understand what I'm saying? But somehow, you guys don't know that. Even though he told us himself. But you guys are going to completely ignore what the man is saying. He said, Terence Crawford is nowhere on my radar. Al Heyman already planned out my career. Yet, Al Heyman planned out his career, but he's his own promoter. Errol Spence is contradicting.